Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be giving you updates on my entire process with IUI and my relationship with the person that I was adopting through. So before I get started, I want to make sure that you like and comment and subscribe to my channel so that you can be alerted when new videos are uploaded. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first thing that I want to talk about, this first segment, I'll call it I Forgave Her. That's going to be the name of the first segment, okay? So what I want to talk about is like recap with everything that I've been going through with the person that I was adopting through. She reached out to me multiple times after the baby was born, and she's tried to apologize to me multiple times via text message, by phone. And, you know, for a while I was just so angry. I just didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want communication with her. I didn't want to hear anything at all because I still had so much rage inside of me. And then, you know, one day I just sat down and I was just thinking about everything, how everything happened. And I was like, you know, in order for me to move on in life, you know, and come from a positive place, I need to forgive her, you know. Please understand this was not a rinky-dink situation like, oh, I know her, I'm going to take your child for you because you're unable to care for a child at this time with your situations. It wasn't that way. Like I stated in previous videos, there were lawyers involved, there were, you know, legal documents signed, and there was thousands of dollars paid out, again, that I could not get back because, you know, the lawyer had already done what he was going to do. Granted, I had been going through this baby process with her from the time that she found out she was 4 weeks all the way until the time that she delivered. Once she delivered is when she changed her mind. So again, I had already had so much rage build up in me. I was just like, I can't believe this. I was devastated. If you can imagine bonding with someone and a child, thinking that you are about to get this child, changing your entire lifestyle, trying to upgrade your apartment to a bigger unit, you know, shopping, everything possible, ultrasounds, doctor's appointments, everything possible you're going through with this person. So it's almost like losing a child that you're not carrying. That's how I took it. Just like most people that adopt and it fails, you know, it's devastating. So like I said, I decided to go ahead and forgive her and hear her out, you know. And, you know, she apologized a million times and I did as well for how I acted towards her after the fact. You know, that did take a lot out of me to do because I just couldn't fathom the situation that had took place with me and her. So I did forgive her, and I have seen the baby. She's gorgeous. She have beautiful eyes. She have jet black straight hair. She's really light. She hasn't got her color yet. The biological mom, she's very light skinned as well. So I've seen the baby a few times, and she's a little crybaby, but she's gorgeous. And, you know, me and the mom have, you know, we're cordial now. We're not like we used to be before all of this, but she wants it to go back to how it used to be. I don't think that that will be able to take place because of everything that transpired between us. But right now we're doing good, and right now we're doing good, and the baby's doing good, the mom's doing good, and it is what it is. So I did forgive her. I realized that to prosper in life, to have a better experience with my own journey with IUI, to carry my own child, I had to forgive her. I couldn't continue on with hate in my heart because that's really how I felt. I felt like I hated her. And that's no way to feel about anybody. So I forgave her. We're in contact. We're not talking as much again as we used to, but she do reach out to me probably twice a week. I give that 2 to 3 times a week, give or take. So that's our communication. You know, like I said, I forgave her, she forgave me. That's pretty much it with her. she wants me to come down and, you know, spend time with the baby and things like that. And I'm not really up for that. You know, we can, like I said, we can stay cordial, but I didn't want to go any further with, you know, trying to get back super close and just have this bond. So I just let her know, I just want to keep it cordial from here on out. That's where I want to keep it. I don't want it to try to be forced or anything like that. If our relationship as friends comes back, let it all be naturally. I don't want to force anything. This is something I'm still gradually getting myself to accept, you know, and, you know, she understood that. So, you know, we're moving forward. That's the update with her. And I wanted to update you guys on that because I know I've gotten a lot of people ask me, have you heard from the person? Are you guys still close? Like, have you seen the baby? A lot of people have been asking me that question. So I wanted to make sure I included this in the video, letting you all know that, you know, we are now back cordial and I forgave her because that's the right thing to do. She's the mother. She was carrying a child. I do not know what it's like to carry a child and bond with the child for 9 months. So I can only imagine how hard it is for a mother to make the decision mentally that she actually wants to give the baby up, and then the baby's in her arms, and then that love and that joy comes to them regardless of their situation, and decide to keep the baby. So I get it now, and it is what it is. I can't be mad about it anymore, and that's just that. Now, what I also wanted to talk about, and I'll also enter some clips. I want to talk about my donor selection. Anybody that's interested in doing at-home insemination or IUI via a doctor or OBGYN, because some OBGYNs will do it for you, but I decided to go to a fertility clinic in Tennessee, even though I live in Georgia, but you know, I've heard good things about this clinic in Tennessee, so that's where I decided to go with. I do want to advise you that the clips that you're going to see, the donors are not Black. And I know people automatically think, oh, everybody wants a mixed baby. Everybody wants a mixed baby. Please understand, if you know the history between sperm banks, then you'll know that there are not a lot of Black donors. Black men do not donate their sperm. It is very, very, very rare. Most sites that I've looked at, I think I've seen a max of 10 donors that were Black. And I've checked at least 6 sperm bank sites, and they're mainly the ones that my doctor recommend, like Seattle Sperm Bank, California, I think it's called Fairfax. There's a bunch of them, and I know I chose Cryo International USA, but like I said, there are slim to none when it comes to Black donors. And since your options are so small, you have no choice but to go with the best candidate for you. And you know, you are able to look at their health, their genetics. You get to look at their family history, how the family members passed away, if they have kids, if they have siblings, how, you know, everything has gone with them, their education. You can see everything. And, you know, that was the most important to me. The race didn't really matter. As long as they were healthy, they did not have history of drug abuse and things like that. And believe it or not, it's included if the mom and the dad both died of drug abuse. Sorry about that. If the family members died of drug abuse or what have you, you will see that in the history of the donor. If they're a carrier for any genetic abnormalities, you will see those as well. So I will insert a clip. It was me and 3 other friends. We all met up one night and went to Panera Bread, and I printed out packets for everyone to, you know, go through everything from A to B, pretty much A to Z, because the packets was like 5 to 6 pages long for each donor that were in my top 2. And, you know, we went through everything line by line and discussed why we felt like one candidate may be better than the next. And it was solely off of medical history, because both of them, their family history was pretty good. Education was good. So we specifically went off of their own health conditions and education and things like that. So I don't want anyone to feel like, because people do, people only want biracial kids or what have you. Like I said, if you do look up the history when it comes to sperm banks and people who needed donors and things like that, back in the day, that was mainly women that were not women of color. I'll just put it like that. Women of color weren't the ones able to really go through sperm banks back in the day. And back in the day, it was mainly women that were not of color that were doing this. So, of course, 98% of all donors are mainly Caucasian, Asian, Middle Eastern, or something like that, but they are not African American. Other than that, there has not been really much going on with me. As far as my process, I am very optimistic about it. I will also let you guys see how I test to see when I'm ovulating. So I'll insert some clips on what you look for. If this is something that you're interested in, I'm going to let you see what you're looking for as far as testing, when it's best to test, and what to expect after that. Now, with my sperm bank, if you do at-home insemination, they do include everything. You get a whole insemination kit for free, directions, and so forth. If you're doing IUI, then, they can send it to your home or they can send it to your clinic, and you can go from there. The best testing strips that I would say to use is these strips called Pre-Mom. It comes with the app, so you can upload the pictures of the test to the app. I'll insert a clip of that. So just stay tuned for the clips. Those were the best test strips for me. Pre-Mom, and there's another one called EZ, E as in Echo, Z as in Zebra, EZ LH ovulation. Those are pretty dope as well. So I use those. I use Pre-Mom, I use the EZ LH ovulation strips, and I use digital tests to tell me if I was ovulating or not. I use Clear Blue both. I use Clear Blue Digital Advanced. So if I would get a positive on my strips, I would then go in with the 2 digital tests just to confirm that everything is accurate across the board. Tracking your ovulation is really, really big for at-home insemination or IUI because it's timing. When you're not in a heterosexual relationship, or even if you are, and you are in a situation where you're actually trying to get pregnant, your timing is everything. Every woman ovulates 24 to 36 hours after they reach a positive test, okay? So after that, your move has to be quick. Your timing has to be on the money, because pregnancy is a hit or miss. Even if you're in that heterosexual relationship and you're trying, do understand that women only have a 15 to 20% chance of getting pregnant when they're actually trying to get pregnant, because it's a gamble. You can't guarantee it, even if it's medically done. IUI, IVF, having sex, you just can't guarantee that, it's going to work that time. It takes time, and that egg just has to drop at the right time pretty much. And if it doesn't, you can always try again. Now, I can tell you, I know I said it just in one of my other videos, the sperm is pretty expensive. It ranges anywhere from $800 to $1,200 just for one vial of sperm. It gets very expensive. And then the shipping normally ranges from $200 to $310 from what I've seen. And the tanks that they ship it in, if they're shipping it to your home, they normally last for 7 days to 12 days. You can choose which one you want. 7 days to 12-day tank to ship your sperm in. Or if it's going to your sperm bank, then of course most banks have a storage area there where they keep it froze for you. let me see. Is there anything else that I need to tell you guys before I insert these clips? In reference to having this procedure done, I do want to say that I'm very excited about it. It can't happen fast enough, and I'm ready to be pregnant already so that I can show you guys my baby bump. But I will tell you this, choosing to be a single mom by choice, it's a big decision, right? I do get a lot of people also asking me, why are you doing it by yourself? Don't you want to wait on that special person? I'm in my 30s. I'll be 35 in 2 years. So I want all women to keep in mind, if your dream is to have a child, you should go for it. You shouldn't wait on anybody, because at the end of the day, that person can leave. They're not bound to you. Even if you're married, anything can happen where that could force you to be a single mom. So you have to be prepared for anything. And also, women have to realize that we have a biological clock. That clock is ticking. By the age of 35, it is proven that women start to become infertile. Who wants to take that chance? Who wants to take that chance? So not only do you start to become infertile, you also start to have complications that can result in death to you and death to your child. Again, who wants to take that chance? Now, of course, there are several women out there having kids in their late 30s, 40s, and 50s. But a lot of those are celebrities, and the people that are living normal lives that are having kids, at later ages, it's harder on their bodies. It's normally not that easy. And again, I just don't want to wait and risk a lot of complications. So with me being a woman with a biological clock ticking, I can't keep waiting, because I could get to that point where the right person may not come along until I'm 42. How old will I be when my child graduates high school? Who wants to go through that? So I just want to tell everybody, if your dream is to have a child, do it. Go for it. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back from that, because like I said, there could be so many situations in your relationship or in your marriage that happens that could force you to be a single mom. Sometimes co-parenting happens, but sometimes it doesn't, and you're alone. So if most of the world can do it, you can do it too, okay? So me choosing to be a single mom by choice, I'm completely fine with that. I'm a strong individual, and I don't really rely on anyone as is, because I know you can't. And if you go your entire life feeling like, oh, I have to have someone, just be prepared just in case anything ever happens. Y'all break up or you divorce, then you have to deal with reality the hard way. So if you're not mentally prepared to one day maybe possibly be single and raise your child alone, parenthood may not be for you, because reality hits hard when we least expect it. Other than that, that's really all I'll talk about today. And I'll go ahead and insert some of the clips on what I've discussed through this video versus like my donor selection, us meeting up, and so forth. So thank you guys for listening to me. I know today this was kind of minor or what have you, but letting you guys know the relationship with me and that mom that I was adopting from, I did want to let you guys know how we were doing, and that I have saw the child since the incident a couple of times, and let you guys know that if you are wanting something, make it happen, and don't wait on anyone or their approval, because some people are going to think you're crazy for choosing to do it on your own, and you're not. You're human, and you have the right to do what you want to do, regardless on if they support it or if they don't. You shouldn't base your future or your life decisions off of what other people think. So with that being said, you guys, remember to comment and subscribe to my page to get more updates, because trust, I have more videos to upload. They're just waiting. They're just waiting on the right time. I'm not going to tell you what they are. But just know that they're waiting on you guys, and they will be uploading probably in the next month or so. I'll say next month, okay? In March. There'll be a video in March, so stay tuned for that. So again, thank you for listening. Make sure you comment below. Tell me what you think. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I will put it in my next video, and I'll also respond to your comments. So again, subscribe. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Did she wipe your eye?
Oh, sweetie.
Candace, say hi. Melissa, say hi.
He just wants attention. He wants some attention.